Hey guys, it's Wolf from Valhalla Gaming, and we're back in Stormworks, and we're doing a little bit of a single-player episode today. Cuervo is going to join us, but connections just aren't being nice to us today. So we have a mission here. We're going to transfer some specialist rig workers to an oil rig, but today's mission's special because we're using a specialized aircraft that I have built. It is the most advanced piece of equipment I've tried to design yet. I know it doesn't hold a match to like some of the designs on here, but I'm pretty proud of my little bird. So we're gonna turn on our auto hover, kick our engines on, cabin lighting, get our engine going, and let's see, get to 10 here. Perfect, and we'll do our altitude hold and she'll kick herself up. Let me just stabilize her. Good pilot always turns his navigation lights on. Taxi her out of the hangar here. So we only have to transfer 3 crew members, so this helicopter is more than big enough. I was actually inspired by the way the Huey looks, but it didn't come out that good. But you know, it happens. Oh god, we're spinning. So I'm going to test autopilot out, actually. I've tested it a few times. It's a little rough. It still has some kinks. Not 250,000. Holy crap. 250 feet up. And we'll throw a marker over on this oil. Oh, that's a hell of a ways away, ain't it? Alright, so we'll throw our marker down so we can just autopilot over here. And let's see if this works. Input waypoint. And autopilot. Spotlight, instrument panel lights are good. We got our emergency lighting. Hold current altitude and 2 random toggles that have not been used yet. Alright guys, so we're gonna fly over there and I will see y'all when we're coming in for landing. Alright guys, we're back and we're just coming in for landing right now. I have not landed this aircraft yet, so it's going to be a learning experience for all of us. So we'll see how this goes. And then on the way over there, I suppose I'll give y'all a tour. There's not a whole lot on this aircraft, but like I said, I'm proud of her. She does the job. I got our spotlights kicked on right now. I did turn the autopilot off. The autopilot's a little finicky. So we're just gonna come in about right here. Turn off altitude hold. Start rotating ourselves and just let her down gently. As always, I hope y'all are enjoying the channel and everything that is posted. We just did the 100 subscriber special where we unboxed my Zoda Gaming RTX 2080, which, oh, I love this graphics card. Took me a second to get her to work properly, but I love her. Alright, we're coming down, rotating slightly, that's fine. And beautiful. Couldn't have asked for a better landing. Alright, so let's kick the engines off and go get our passengers here. Oh yeah, she's pretty. She does the job, that's for sure. She's certainly not perfect. The autopilot's a little finicky. The auto hover sometimes will make her flip upside down, and I'm not sure why. I'm still learning how to do things with logic, and there's a lot of shenanigans. Alright, so let's just grab one, follow, and we will bring them to the helicopter. Make sure nobody gets left behind. Alright, oh, those spotlights are so bright. That's gorgeous, though. Look at her. Would you look at it? Alright. I know she's not perfectly symmetrical. I had to weigh down one side in order to make up for the winch. But other than that... Alright, so we got one. We've got two. Yeah, there we go. And we've got three. Hopefully, once we unlock custom doors, I'll be able to do a little bit more with it. I would love to put the sliding doors like most helicopters of this size have, but until then, let's open that back up. Altitude hold to 100, turn altitude hold on, and kick her off. There we go. Kick our spotlights on the bottom back on. And we're going to manually pilot her all the way to the oil rig just to see how she handles. She's getting blown around just a little bit, but that's fine. You know, she's a smaller helicopter. She's a medium helicopter, I'd say. Not really small, but not the largest. The autopilot system on there is a one from the workshop, because I'm not smart enough to build an autopilot. And it took me probably 2 days of trying to figure out logic and everything to get that going. So if y'all know any good autopilots that don't, you know, need 17 instruction manuals, please let me know, because I struggle a lot. I'm not designed for these kinds of games. I'm designed for Minecraft and Astroneer and occasionally Battlefield, where I just have to pull a trigger, but this game is so in detail, and it's ridiculous. That's why Cuervo, he started a Space Engineer series, and I'm staying away from that. That is a nightmare waiting to happen with me. You want to get crashed spaceships, because that's how you get crashed spaceships. I'm not trying to put a spaceship out of orbit into, you know, someone's backyard. Why are we not... There we go. Okay. The auto hover's just being a little weird. How's the alto hold? Oh, we're dropping. So, glad I decided to look at that. Altitude hold is good, but it doesn't really do its job all the time. But, you know, for my first second helicopter, y'all have not seen the flying boxcar yet. I have lovingly started calling it the banana. And you will find out why eventually, I'm sure, as it has its purposes, but, oh, I'm so sorry. I dinged my mic. While that helicopter has its purposes, it's very, very difficult to control due to its being a twin rotor design. See, the helicopter I really want to build is actually off a game that I played forever ago. And I've got to think of its name, actually. I can't really think of the name. It's oh, why can't I think? It's a mech game, and there's these giant helicopters that have twin blades at angles on the left and right side. And the helicopters are gorgeous because they bring in these giant mechanized warriors, and they just destroy everything, and it's gorgeous. I love those helicopters, and, you know, eventually I will try and build something maybe a little bit more advanced. Maybe I'll go for, like, what are they called? Halo. The Falcons, I think, maybe, is what I'm thinking of. Alright. Sterile cockpit. Kidding. There's nobody else here to talk but me. Let's see. So the helicopter pad is right there. Oh, I need to actually kind of brake. Okay, so let me turn off altitude hold and we'll start descending. And I'll try and get us on this helicopter pad without crashing. So this helicopter has done 1 or 2 missions before, and sometimes whenever it lands, it's a little finicky. I'm very iffy about using landing struts versus landing gear. While the stuff in this game is not designed to take an impact, really, it's designed to break. So the landing struts have been destroyed by accident before. Not really intentional. I hope nobody intentionally crashes their own helicopter, but okay, let's see. Flare us over there. And then forward. Back, right. Alright, I think we may be good for a landing here. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. I don't know. I can't really tell. We're coming down pretty good. I'm gonna flare back and forward just a little bit. See where we're at on this helicopter pass. So flare back. Oh, there we go. What do you know? 6 research points. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. We'll touch down, kill the engine, turn off an APU. It's not really an APU. For those of you who know aircraft, know what an actual APU is, and you know that it is what it is. I'm not too worried about actual terminology. I just labeled it that because depending on the aircraft you're on, you have to start your APU to actually start the aircraft, so that's what I did. Alright, so she made it here. So we're just going to fast travel it home because I ain't about this life. Let's remove that waypoint. Fast travel her home. And I don't think we actually have any other missions right now because that one's completed. What can we have 8 research points. Custom doors takes 10. Decorations. Water jets. I would love to get this. The aircraft propeller and the medium engine. But once we get the medium engine, it's done. We may have to do another mission just to get anything that's useful. I don't really know what to use these for. Advanced displays, buzzers, gauge display, portable or paintable indicator, and paintable signs. And then we can get some advanced sensors. That's a laser beacon, a laser pointer, or a laser point sensor, a laser distance. Okay, that's some ridiculousness that I ain't about just yet. You know, we've got 2 missions that require deep sea diving, so I think it's between that or the bay doors. So let's go sleep, and I'll see y'all when we get a new mission, and depending on what it is, we will use one of the 2 helicopters or cat. So I will see y'all in a moment. Okay guys, so we have a new mission here, and it's to capture a seawater sample. We've done this mission before, and it's a little annoying sometimes because... So we're just gonna edit this helicopter because the other one is just not it, really. If I can avoid using it, I will never use it. And I'll just get a connector. Do I have a small connector here? Come here, you. We'll do that, and then we will just kind of ghetto rig the... we've got like 3 buttons here, so this back one will go to the connector. Okay, that'll work. And we will fly this helicopter with the connector over to the island and use it to lower the seawater sample in. So we don't accidentally do what we did last time where we had the seawater sample and we couldn't get it out of the water. Hopefully it doesn't become too heavy and crash the helicopter, because that would be dreadful, actually. And I'd really like to not have that happen. Oh, she's a jumpy one when she does that. Wait, why are we going backwards? Oh no, I didn't turn on the auto hover. Auto hover. Oh, jeez. Save the helicopter. Okay, let's pilot. Let's get her out of here. Kick our altitude up to 100 at least. That way we don't smack anything. Let's make this mission our priority. And where are we going? We're heading to that base that's 7 clicks away. That's rough. I'm kidding. That's not rough at all. This helicopter goes decently fast. You'd be surprised. So let's put in our target, waypoint, and navigation lights are on, autopilot's on, instrument panels are on, and this is the mag in the back, or it should be. I'm going to peek my head out. Okay, so that's the mag. And she's flying there on her own, so I will see y'all in just a moment. Hey guys, we're back, and sadly I've had to be in manual control of the helicopter the entire time because I'm not sure, like, the helicopter's for some reason trying to swing to the left, and it's just been a hassle, so I'm not sure how we're gonna do this. I think I'll lower it, use the altitude hold, and then just pull up, and then you know how it goes. So let's what is happening here? Okay, so turn off altitude hold, and we'll start coming down on this area, hopefully without crashing our helicopter here. Spotlight down there. So there's the crucible, so we'll connect it to our winches, I think is the best idea here. And then, one second, let me try to not crash our helicopter here. I mean, it's not the best landing, but I'll take it. Let's kick the engine off. Alright, so we're going to extend the winch down. Flip you over, maybe? Or are you already turned on? I don't know if you're turned on already. Oh no, the button's up here. There we go. And then we grab the small connector and kind of just... If I could knock this thing over, it'd be much more useful. So let's toggle him off for a little bit. There we go. So we've got him right here. Just have to bring it like that. And then connect. Are you kidding me? Alright, so let's back this guy up a little bit. Ugh, these crucibles hate me, I swear. But this is a pretty easy mission, and it shouldn't be too difficult to do. So let's connect. Okay, so they're connected. So all I have to do is take off. If I could get out from under my helicopter and get inside of it. So we'll take off. We'll put our altitude at 25. And altitude hold on. Okay, so let's kill that spotlight, and we'll put the altitude up to 30, I think would be a good altitude, because we're still dragging the crucible. So let's get the crucible airborne. Let's bring it over to the water without destroying our helicopter. Alright, and while we hover over the water, hopefully without swaying a little bit too much, I'll drop the altitude back down to like 15 or 10, and we'll drop the crucible into the water. So let's drop you to 15. Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, so now we're right here, so now we just have to down, and I just have to watch that go to the ground. I'm not sure if 15 is actually low enough. You know, I'll actually get out and help it, and not help it, but we're gonna drop you down to 10. Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, so it's in the water now. So it should start filling pretty immediately. Yep, she should be filling. And now we just have to deliver the sample. So let's get back up to like 25, let's say 30. We'll say 30 up. Oh, she's heavy now. She's starting to pull the helicopter around. Alright, so let's start rotating our chopper. And we'll actually start pulling her up a little bit. That way it doesn't drag on anything. So let's start pulling it up and try and get it over here. Ruh-roh. Try not to hit the ground, try not to hit the ground. Oh, she's definitely dragging. Alright, so let's wait for it to get a little bit pulled up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, come on. Okay. So this should be like the perfect altitude. We might drag it just a little bit. There we go. We got 12 research points, and we dropped it. Beautiful. Delivered, as requested. Alright guys, unfortunately this is all the time we have for today. I'm pretty proud of our helicopter that we have going here. I'd like to see some improvements on it. But we'll have to wait until we figure out how good of a builder I am. But as always, thank y'all for joining me, and I will see y'all next time. Bye guys.